This feeling, it was so strong, so real. I remember now, the weight of it, the power. This blade was never just steel. It was a part of me.
So Excalibur holds a piece of your soul.
Yes, the sensation is unmistakable, but it carries more than my soul. It carries a part of my legacy.
Why can't I draw the sword?
A sword like that, it doesn't yield easily. It demands strength of body and of will. You'll need to grow stronger before it will choose you.
Oh. It actually hurts you. There's Arthur memory here too. Tell me about Excalibur.
It's more than a sword. It's a promise. A blade that stands for unity, for strength, and for hope. It wasn't just mine. It belonged to Avalon. Every swing, every battle was fought for the land and its people. But Excalibur is also a burden. It demands more than just skill. It demands purpose. Without that, then it is just steel.
Interesting.
Welcome to the Museum of the Horns of the South, the southernmost keep under Camelot's jurisdiction. My name is Ridderick, and I will be happy to introduce you to the rich history of this fascinating place. A history that began 623 years ago, with the first keeper, Sewell Firstfoot. I'd also like to bring your attention to our numerous exhibits that are, as I like to say, inanimate witnesses of the history of the Horns of the South.
Tell me about the museum.
It began in the year 542. It is the crowning achievement of a group of keepers who were fascinated with Sewell Firstfoot. It took them years of tremendous effort to finally open an institution devoted to research and education, worthy of commemorating Sewell's great legacy. The first keeper of the museum was Gladwin Flanagan, who was personally appointed by Captain Berach the Black.
Sewell, I think I've heard about him.
I don't doubt it. Since Sewell Firstfoot was a remarkable figure, well known to every keeper, drawing on available sources, we can claim with almost absolute certainty that Sewell Firstfoot was the first man who ever set foot on the island of Avalon. As you can probably guess, that's where his moniker, Firstfoot, comes from.
That was just the first of his many great deeds.
Oh, of course. Sewell was an outstanding commander whose strategic mind, bravery, and charisma contributed to our capture of the South from the Four Dwellers. He was also the founder of the Horns of the South, so I can say with absolute conviction that if it were not for Sewell Firstfoot, we wouldn't even be standing here having this conversation.
Exhibits. What exactly do you have here?
The museum holds a collection of 72 items of the so-called movable, tangible heritage. The collection includes big and small items that represent the world surrounding the keepers of the Horns of the South from the 1st to the 6th century of the Avalonian era. Here you will find militaria, craft tools, everyday objects, furniture, textiles, coins, religious artifacts.
Interesting. And which exhibits are most remarkable?
I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones I personally think to be the most notable, or subjectively, of course, the most interesting. Those would be the items that used to belong to Sewell Firstfoot. We have his signal horn, and also his boots. Those boots were the first to touch Avalonian soil. What is also worth mentioning is the tableware used by King Arthur himself during his visit to the Horns of the South in the 15th year of the Avalonian era.
You have Sewell's authentic boots. Can you tell me more about them?
Yes, it's remarkable, isn't it? You can find them in the central display. Sewell's boots were sewn from 3 pieces of tanned calfskin, tied at the top with a leather strap. The seam goes through the middle of the instep, which is decorated with ornamental embroidery. On the outer side of each shoe, you can find a decorative brass buckle with the motif of the Camelotian bear. It is notable that even after 600 years, they are still excellently preserved, which is unusual considering the high humidity in this area. It means that even the keepers of that time must have realized the historical value of Sewell's boots, and therefore made sure to adequately preserve them.
Hold on a sec. Okay. The signal horn sounds interesting.
It is indeed an interesting exhibit. The horn was used by Sewell during wartime, not only for signaling, but also for intimidation. It is 50 centimeters long and made of the horn of an ox. It is the color of yellowed bone, with some ash-gray discoloration on the narrow end. It has a brass mouthpiece and silver fittings on its wider side and at the middle. The shape of the fittings suggests that the horn was hanging on a leather strap, which unfortunately has not survived to this day.
Tell me more about King Arthur's tableware.
It's a memento of the visit of the legendary ruler of Avalon. Impressive, isn't it? The tableware is made of tin coated with silver. It consists of a plate, a bowl, and a chalice. The edges are decorated with the motifs of Camelot, a crown and a bear. However, those ornaments are of visibly low quality. That detail, and the fact that those are the only wares from that time that have survived to this day, leads us to conclude that this set was cast specifically for that occasion, and that it was finished by a person unfamiliar with this kind of craft, perhaps a blacksmith or an armorer.
It's been great listening to you. Can you tell me something more?
Really? Do you mean it?
You mean it?
Thank you. That's really nice to hear. I'm not used to positive feedback. Usually people only come here when they've had too much to drink and decided that it'd be fun to come over and start mocking me, or touching the exhibits with their greasy fingers. The last person who seemed to actually be interested in the museum was Lady Elaine. We talked a bit about Captain Lex and the trip that ended tragically in the year 513. It was described in The Last Voyage of the Andraste. An interesting read, although I'd say it should be classified as fiction. Lady Elaine thought differently. Apparently she's looking for the wreck of the Andraste. Can you believe that?
Sounds interesting. Maybe I should meet her.
Definitely. Personally, I believe that people gifted with curious minds should share their observations, for there's always a chance it will result in new developments. You should find Lady Elaine in the tavern, or somewhere close to it. Good luck.
Good luck. I don't want to steal anything. Must be where he sleeps. Well, that was fun. Oh! Owie. Ooh. There's only 2 things of sage. I need 1 more.
Good to see you again. The pledge today was very interesting, wasn't it? The certainty in Quartermaster Aimer's voice. Beautiful. Makes one eager to start work.
I'm almost certain you meant Fergus.
Huh? Ah, yes, of course. So, what do you need this time? The pass again? Are we planning a trip to the Stale Lamb? Hey, not this time, my friend. I've run out of ink. I'm waiting for a delivery. Steward Orla will let me know when more arrives. In the meantime, I need to ask you for a favor. So, you in? For the sake of our long friendship?
Sake of our friendship. Steward or Lay? Pretty sure she doesn't hold that position here.
Orla.
Orla.
I'm sure I'm not mistaken. Anyway, about that favor I asked of you.
Stale lamb, what are you talking about?
I guess you still haven't sobered up, huh? The Stale Lamb. You know, the tavern in the village below the keep. It's run by Ron. Truly a great place. I hope they're not planning to close it down. Oh, they wouldn't do that, right?
Pass. What pass?
Just as we agreed. I appreciate that you remember. Holding one's tongue is the key to success. Keep it up.
Okay, what do you need?
You do know it needs to stay between us. Do you understand? Say you understand.
I understand 3.
Fantastic. So, here's the thing. On a recent night out at Ron's, it seems I may have left some sensitive documents at the bar. Documents, with Captain Fergus' seal. But not necessarily sealed by him. You know what I mean. I can't really go there right now. Could you get them back for me? I'm sure it won't be too much of a problem.
Sure. I'll do it.
Splendid. When you have the documents, meet me at the 3rd crowing of the rooster. Or just find me. I'll be around.
I did just think of something. This guy sells stuff. I forget. Does he might sell sage. He does. Just need the one. Toothache remedy, and it's a +1. This is definitely working.
Ah, you're back! How's the remedy?
It's done. Here you go.
Thank you! Ah, I'll finally be able to eat something. Here, take this as my thanks for your help.
Boom. Menhir figurine. There's a couple things, actually. I could wear it here, right? Whoopsie, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, right now I have an increased limit and stamina. Let's increase that. I'm so used to Skyrim's thing where you press tab to go back. So, what's a weapon relic? Oh, increase physical damage by 8%. So I could add that. Probably to my weapon.
Sometimes it's nice to just...
Oh, 500.
sit and think.
All right.
Always a pleasure.
Okay, so how do I get over there? I think actually I want to do that, but also let's also wait until morning time so I can have all day to actually do. Really, old man? You just got out, dude. Oh, whatever. Not my problem. Alright, let's do another save. Can I get up there from here? Whoa, what is that? Hello! Buddy! What the hell is that? Ooh. What the heck? What the heck? Oh, wrong button.
Mercy! I'll teach you to respect me. I'll have your head on a pike.
Oh. Yeah.
You're no match for our band. We'll make short work of you.
Oh, shh.
This is going to hurt.
Try that again. Hold on a sec. New gear, new gear. Ooh, I'm real close to medium, though. Well, I wasn't that close before. Is it the ring that I'm wearing? I bet you it's the ring. Before I was at this one. It's 0.1. This one's also 0.1. Does it also add? Hold on. Does encumbrance limit have something to do with... -1, 98%. -1, 135, 98%. Something here is also... This ring is somehow not just increasing my hold amount. It is also doing something to the amount of armor I can hold. One, 0.1, 0.1. They both have the same weight. Yeah, this says it's increasing encumbrance limit by 25, but it's doing something more than just that. 'Cause I have, yeah, I've got way more way more ability to just do whatever. Wear whatever. Pay attention, you morons, because my patience is running thin. I need a hanged man's noose and an ogre's right toe and a couple of drowner tongues. And trust me, I can tell the difference between a drowner tongue and a dead horse's tongue, because I, unlike you, am not a complete idiot. If you try to swindle me one more time, our deal is over. And stop asking for money up front. You bring me the goods, you get the money, that's it, end of story. Yes, you can bring me hangman's tongue, though. Might be useful. Oh. I was like, what the heck is that? I can see something different. It's just wildlife. Okay, first things first, we're gonna try and get the bounty on Fingerless Comb.
Hey, keep your eyes peeled.
That's funny. Nice, dude. Wabble up. Oh.
I won't go down easily.
Gotcha.
I'll have your head on a pike. I'll have your head on a pike.
Woo! Didn't stand a chance, baby. Broken Claymore. It does so much more damage. Oh, but it's got more stamina cost, though. But it might be worth the 5 extra stamina cost if I have that 3 strength. Let's put it on. Let's level up really quick. To bring this to 3. And then I'm going to work more on dex. Because I want the faster attack speed. And we're also going to get our last parry. And then we're gonna rock some speed here. Because if I'm using two-handed weapons, having higher speed is gonna be very helpful. The kind of build I'm going for. Let's see here. God damn. Keep pressing tab to get out of things. Okay, so damage is 106%. 21 to 23 damage. That is huge, baby. That is huge. What is a soul stone? When fully charged, the soul stone will be destroyed and fully heals the player health and mana. That actually sounds pretty good.